Okay, now I will walk you over the next assignment, which is your SAP Assignment 6. Here in this assignment we will be creating a model that will work with bank details. Okay, so in this model the same thing, we have to log on to Visual Composer, and then we will create a new model and we will name it bank details, and we will start on from there. Okay, so after we name the model bank details, we have to look for BAPI bank get list. So let's see. So I log on to Visual Composer. You log on using your own ID and password. I log on using my LU006 ID, and then what I do is I create a new model. So I open a new model. I'm in the same place, and then I go to local repository. Okay, I use the same development component that I used last time, and I name the bank detail model as S5350, which is my course number, and then 001, which is my 006, which is my login ID. You use your login ID, and then this is called bank details. Okay, bank details, and I say okay. So now I have the model name up there, and I have to search for within my same R3 data services, and I search within my backend system OXF, and my search term is BANK. Okay, this is my search term, and when I search, I get all these BAPIs, and then I take the bank get list and I drag and drop it over here. Okay, now I then right click and I redefine ports. Now in the input port, bank country and maximum rows. Okay, so I select both of them. In the bank list, I believe I select all of them. In the return and in the bank list for the output ports, let's see what do I have to check for. Okay, so in the input I check both, and then I keep all of them. Okay, so I just keep all of them and I say okay. Now from here I go and I click on the form view, and then I name input as enter. What do I name input as? Before that I have to check. Okay, enter country and dash and this. So I have to do enter country dash, and then I name it as 5350-006 for me. Okay, before that I have to just right click and I have to test for data services, and I get input, and here I have to put in the value. My value is country is US and maximum row is 19, and then I test. So I get all the values here, so I close it. Okay, then I do this enter country 5360, this name, and after that what I have to do is I have to do a table view and I have to name it bank list. Okay, so from here I do a from return or from bank. Okay, from bank list. Okay, so I come here, and then from here I go and I do a table view, and here title, if your title is not bank list, please type in here in the output port bank list. Okay, now Then you review the layout view. Layout is here, so I click the layout view. It shows my layout view. Okay, after that what I do is I deploy and then I run it, okay, with US and rows as 12. So I deploy it now. And within Flex I have 5350006 as my bank details. That's my model. So I click on that. Here I bank country is US and maximum row, say I give 12, and you can see 12, or you can use the calculator also to click on 12 and then you submit. So this is the bank list of the US. You can see the bank name, you can see the city, you can see the bank key and the bank country. Then what you have to do is, of course, you have to copy, and I believe no, at this point you don't have to copy and paste. You have to add a second BAPI. Okay, so what is the second BAPI? The second BAPI is bank get detail, and then I select the input port and select all fields for the bank address output port and bank detail, and then I see what I can do. So I close this. I can close this. I'm here. Go back to the design view. Note the design and the layout view. Okay, so now I have to search for another one, and from here I can bank detail. Do you see bank detail? Yeah, BAPI bank get detail. So I bring and drop it here. Okay, now in the input I have to click on input, then I have to do bank address and bank detail, right? And then I say okay. So I got the second BAPI. Now what happens is, from the drag the out node from the bank list to the input node of the new BAPI. Okay, bank list to the input node of the new BAPI. Okay, I did that. Then what do I have to do? Then I have to double click on this new link and I have to click on the function. Okay, and I have to do this mapping. So I click on this, double click on this link, then okay, let me check again. I double click on this new link. If you click on the function key on the right, does it give me a function key? I didn't see that. Okay. Okay, you have to do like this, and then you just select the bank country, and then from here you select the bank key, and then you close it. Maybe you have to do the double clicking twice to get here. Then after that, bank key and bank country I close, and then what I have to do, I have to drag the bank address node from the second BAPI onto the workspace and select the form view. Okay, bank address node from the second BAPI. Bank address, bank detail, this is bank address. From the second BAPI I have to rearrange. Okay, I don't have space here, so I'll bring it here, and then bank address node, and I have to select the form view. Okay, and then what do? I have to check all of them. So I will check all of them and close. Now I have my complete model here, and I have to go to the layout view. So let me see if I have the complete model here. Yeah, and then I go to the layout view. Okay, after I go to the layout view, what do I have to do? I have to deploy the extended model and try with country DE for Germany and rows 13. Okay, so I have to deploy now. Deploy. Now I have to now click on the bank details. The country I'm choosing is Germany, DE, and then maximum rows, how many I'm choosing? 20, 13. 13, okay. So I choose from the calculator, let me choose 13, okay, and then I submit. So you can see all this information. See, the first one is in Frankfurt, the second one is Frankfurt, the third one is somewhere else. So you can just choose the detailed information by clicking on here. Okay, choose the detailed information by clicking on here. So now at this point you take a screenshot, paste it in a Word document, and I believe you are done.